Hey, what's going on, Flash Mob? It's your boy Flash, and I'm back again with another video. If it's your first time here, welcome. My channel is all about helping you turn your passion into a paycheck whilst taking you along my filmmaking journey. If that's the kind of thing that you're into, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Over the last few months, my team and I have really vamped up our productions. We found ourselves working with a lot of different clients that not only have great ideas that are going to benefit their businesses, but if we're being quite honest, the budget to support those ideas. With all these opportunities and new clients coming to us, we really decided that we want to start offering our clients something a little bit more higher end in terms of our productions. And the easiest way, and now I use that word easy very loosely, is improving our lighting overall. Take a look at any commercial, TV show, or movie that you've seen over the last couple of months. And one of the things that really separate those professionals from the beginners is the way that they light it. In fact, they light it so well that it makes it actually look better than real life. With that being said, one of the tools we decided to pick up was the Aputure 600D Pro. The Aputure 600D Pro is a beautifully designed, high-powered LED light that was created to compete with other high-output lights such as the 1200-watt HMI or a Joker 500. The 600D Pro is daylight balanced at 8500 lux at 3 meters with the included reflector. And with the F10 Fresnel, you can get up to 29,300 lux at 3 meters, which is absolutely incredible when it comes to its overall output. It seems like Aputure really had filmmakers in mind when they were creating this light. The thing is an absolute tank. It's made up of this really solid plastic material, and everything just feels really strong and well put together. You can use V-mount batteries to power the unit and get up to 70% of its total output, and you can also charge those V-mount batteries. And on top of all of that, it's weatherproof, or we'll say more weather resistant. So that means if it's outside in the rain and snow or whatever's happening, when you bring it back inside, it'll work just fine. But I don't think I'd really recommend taking this and dropping it into water or anything like that. So just use it at your own discretion. Don't go crazy or anything. One thing to know about this light is it is a hard light source, which means anything you point it at is bound to get harsh shadows. So in order for you to get it softer light, you're going to need something like scrims or a softbox or something along those lines that's going to diffuse the light a bit and spread it out more evenly and make it softer for you. Let's take a quick look at how you hook this thing up. The first thing you want to do is grab a C-stand and set it down. Then you're going to want to take your 600D Pro and place it on a stand. The next thing I'll say is that you take this little quick release thing and lock it down on a C-stand post. From there, you're going to want to take your ballast and attach it to the quick release. Then what I like to do is take this cord and plug it into the head and the other end into the ballast. Now, this cable can only be put in one way, which is male to female and female to male. Then because it is weather sealed, you need to pull back this cap, line up the red dots, then plug it in. And then finally, we plug in the power cable into the DC port and into power. In most cases, the light is going to turn on immediately, so I recommend making sure that you point it away from anybody and don't look directly into the light when you're turning it on, because if it's on and it's at anything over 20%, good luck. While we're down here, we might as well look at the ballast as well. Off the rip, this thing is huge. It's large and it's heavy. But what I love about Aputure and the newer Lightstorm lights is that the control box and the power box are built into one, making it very neat and simple. They kind of revamped the LED screen a bit, but overall it's pretty much straightforward. So let's go ahead and answer why someone would want a light this big and powerful in the first place. One reason that I want to get a more powerful light was so that I can simply overpower the sun. Let me paint a scene for you. You're inside and you're filming something like an interview, and in that shot you have windows in the background. Now, something that you're going to have to do is balance out the scene. So what that means is that you're going to have to get an exposure for the background, and then you're going to have to get an exposure for your subject. If you open up your aperture too much, you're going to blow out the windows. If you do the reverse of that and you close down your aperture too much, it's going to become incredibly dark. Either option is going to result in a shot that's not going to look professional. So what you want to try and do is get an even balance for the background and then an even balance for your subject. And that's where an external light option comes into play. Once we introduce our light to the scene, we can now see that we have a background that's exposed properly, and we also have a subject that's balanced as well, making everything just look and feel a lot more professional. And when you start introducing modifiers to your light, it starts making it a lot softer and starts making it also look a lot more natural. Another scenario is using the light to create ambient light inside. If we set up the Aputure 600D outside and shine it through the windows onto the inside of a home or on the inside of a scene, it almost makes it look like it's the sun shooting light into the room. Pretty much every TV show or movie that you watch right now uses this technique to some degree. And this technique really helps to bring more life into your shot. Honestly, the use cases are infinite. If you want to bounce the light, you can do that. If you want to diffuse the light, you can do that. If you want to create a book light, you can do that. All while maintaining enough power to get the exposure you're looking for. What I also really love about all Aputure lights is having the ability to use Sidus Link. Sidus Link is an app that pretty much allows you to control the entire light and even add lights to a scene where you can control multiple lights at a time. And that just helps you to be a lot more effective and efficient on set when you're shooting pretty much anything. Let's talk about the price real quick. If you ask me, getting this light for just under $1,900, that is an amazing steal. But you have to understand, comparable lights like the Joker 800 goes for almost $8,000. Yeah, so you can pretty much get 3 or 4 of these lights for the price of one of those. I'm probably going to pick up a 600X Pro and maybe one 1200D Pro and a bunch of little modifiers to just complete my kit. But from what I'm using currently and the way that I'm able to manipulate the light and use what I have right now, this is a great option for everything that I'm shooting. And I can tell you this much, this light will be with me on every production that I do. Let me know in the comments if this video helped you understand why anybody would want to buy such a powerful light in the first place. And if you have any other questions, make sure you leave them in the comments as well. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if this video helped you in any way, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button as well. But that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, remember to look, learn, and share. Take it easy, guys. Peace.